Alright, I'm back, and today we are going to be taking a look at the Maketoys. Oh, what the hell is it called? Excavator 6.1. This is re-review of the Maketoys Giant by request. And the first step in our combiner month. So there's a picture, or there's the box that they all come in. I think what I'll do is just leave that right back there for now. No, that's going to really be distracting. There's product shots. All that good stuff. According to the package, I have the wrong gun on him, so take this off. So this is the gun that he's supposed to come with. This the one with the hinge part here. And you know, one of the things I'm not a huge fan about the set is trying to find a place to put the weapons in robot mode or in vehicle mode. It doesn't seem to work out very well for me. But you know, whatever. I don't have Hercules anymore, so I can't do a comparison. But we will take a brief look at these guys. And I know what you're saying. Again, I'm starting in robot mode or vehicle mode instead of robot mode. Reason for that is that this is one of the sets. Pretty much all month I'm going to be doing this, but this set comes as a combiner set. So, you know, unlike other combiners where, you know, you buy this single figure, you know, that figure has to be as good on its own. It can't be, you know, I think that the individual figures have to be really, really good. Whereas these guys, they're sold as a set, so the combine mode is huge part of the set. Anyway, so I'm going to be going from vehicle to robot and then into arm mode for him. In this mode, there's no wheels, nothing, no mobility. This thing kind of plug in to his hand right there. There's a couple other places where you can try and plug it into. I can't seem to get it to stay. It's not really the best design weapon integration, I don't think. But yeah, the crane does move up and down here, and then there is a hinge right here. And yeah, that's really all there is to him. So to transform him, what we want to do is you start by taking the feet off. So unplug these, just like so. Then you can take this assembly here, and this will just rotate down. So there's his waist. You fold the legs down. Let's try and zoom this out a little bit. No, can't. Trying to do this so that my arm's not getting in the way, but I'm having a hard time here. Alright, so you want to take this piece here and this will just unplug from right there. Just kind of breaks right in half there. Then you want to fold the foot down, rotate this around. This piece here will come down, and then that will allow you to move the leg forward like so. Do the same thing on this side. Just unplug that, fold the foot down, rotate it around like so. Flip this little piece here down, and there you go. And then you can take the arms here and they just split apart. I'll unfold the arm here. Just kind of move it into place. Flip the hand around. Flip the hand around. And then you can take the head here. And this will just fold back like so. And there you go. And then this, you could just kind of try and position this however you can to just, I guess, try and keep it out of the way the best possible. There's not really great storage place for it. And that's unfortunate because, I mean, you got this big joint sitting on the back here. It's kind of unsightly, and there's just nowhere to place it. It just kind of sits on his back. There you go. Posability, we'll go over that real quick. Yeah, these videos aren't going to be very long. Head is on a ball joint, so it gets a good range of motion there. Looks round, up, down. Shoulder is on a ball joint. Good range of motion there. Bicep swivel, double bend elbows. Rotates at the hand. Waist does swivel. And there is a little bit of an ab crunch due to transformation. Hips are on ball joints. There is a thigh swivel, but it is virtually useless because of the way this is all designed. But you do have a ball jointed knee, so it does fold up, and then you can rotate as well. Foot is on a ball joint, so it goes up, down, a little bit around, and then the ankle spur is pretty much stationary. And you can rotate the foot. You got a little ankle rotation right there. And then you can take the gun here, and I use that term very loosely. And you can just plug it in. There's a little slot right there. And you can just plug that in. And there you go. Yeah. He's okay. So, you know, I reviewed these guys before, gave them scores before, but I'm going to give just entirely new scores for them today. Because I think they deserve how, you know, a rating today as opposed to, you know, when this set first came out or when I first reviewed this, 2 years ago. But the issues I have with it are, one, this thing. I don't like this at all. I don't like it just sitting back there. The ab crunch is loose, so he's kind of woggly. And then you get this huge gap under the head. I know you don't typically see that, but it still bugs me. I just don't like that. Other than that, the figure's pretty good. You know, G1 had this thing sitting on his back as opposed to on his forearm. So that's a little bit unfortunate, but at the same time, it works. He can pull it off. It looks fine over there. So, you know, I'm not going to bitch too much about that. I love the leg transformation. I love everything else about him. He does look pretty good. For size comparison, here he's next to the Seeker mold. And this is about right. Seekers should be a little bit taller here. Because the Constructicons were always about the same size. So it's about right. Here he is with the Springer mold. Again, that's about right. Here he is with an MP car, and that's not right at all. So this is not a masterpiece figure. This is why I'm hesitant on Maketoys jumping into masterpiece line, because this is definitely a neoclassics. It looks great with neoclassics, like, for example, Brainstorm. I think these two look great together, and this is a skill that works pretty well. But their design elements are not spot on with G1, so I don't see them as being able to do a do Masterpiece very well. So anyway, and then to transform him into limb mode, you want to pull this piece off, and we'll just set this off to the side. We'll come back to the weapons later. But basically, you're going back to vehicle mode. So you pull legs out, snap this into place. And this has given me trouble in the past. There we go. There we go. Fold the heel spurs in. This will come around, and then just tab up like that. There's just a little tab right there at the bottom of the foot that'll plug into this little hole right there. So just tab that in. Take the head and you just rotate this out. So it doesn't lock in. I don't like anything about this particular section. Rotate this around. There's a little tab right there. They'll plug into that slot right there. You want to rotate the hand around like so, and then this will just come down, and then you just squeeze the elbow here. You can see there's a little gap there. You squeeze that, and I'll kind of collapse that into place. Then you want to rotate this arm back as well, and then rotate the hand around. This will come down. Same thing on this side. Just squeeze that elbow. This will come around. There's a little tab you can see on the top of the head that will kind of slot into that little groove right there. And then close this up like so. And then you will take this assembly here. This will come down. And actually what you want to do is kind of rotate this out a little bit. Then you take this whole assembly here, and there's two little tabs here and here that'll plug into these slots here and here. And do the same thing on this side. And you want to just kind of leave this out so that when you go into combine mode, it'll be a little easier to access that. Then fold up the crane arm, kind of get that out of the way. And there you have combine mode. As you can see, it's vehicle mode with just this little armature that sticks out. Is it a great design? I think so, actually. Because that's pretty, this is pretty close to how how G1 would look. Yeah, G1 was a little bit more integrated, but this still works pretty well. I just wish that this piece here would have a better place to store in robot mode, or in vehicle mode. Or, no, robot mode, yeah. So, all that being said, I give this one a 6 out of 10. He's a pretty good figure. I don't think there's anything really wrong with him too much. I do wish the head and the back gap in his chest in robot mode had a little bit better place to store. And this whole assembly really needs a better place to store. I really wish they would have found a way to integrate this into his back. In certain modes like this mode, you can snap this off, and this will fit into that chest cavity that opens up. But when he's in robot mode, it's not at the right angle to do that, so it doesn't work that well. So vehicle mode, it locks in there and hides really well. I just wish they would have been able to carry that over into robot mode. Anything would be better than it just kind of flopping on its back. It's not a very good design, I don't think, on that aspect. It's one of those, they clearly sacrificed part of the robot mode in favor of vehicle mode / combined mode. So yeah, there you go. There is the Scavanger review, aka Maketoys Excavator. Yeah. So there you go.